Hey DC, how's it going? I haven't posted in a while. Well, it's the same stuff I always say. Bottom line is, as you guys know, I don't post much as often as I used to. For good reasons. Everything's good, but I don't want you to ever think that I will ever not be part of the VC, because when you least expect it, you will get a new video from Timothy John Henderson. And I know it's hard to follow people with so many people in the VC, so it gets even harder when you follow people who don't have as many videos, because you don't notice it as often. But so I really appreciate you guys who are still watching me. Listen to the awesome Jennifer Hall record. What's it called again? Fortune in the Men's Eyes. And someone recently put a post about this when I put from my old video with the song I posted called Dance With Me. I will try to look and see if I can find an MP3 copy of this for you, because I haven't looked online at all. But the CD, this record is where it's at for sure. Lyrics and everything too. So, just wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to. I've been really busy, really tired right now. Actually, I'm blinking a lot. I'm really tired. I need to get some sleep tonight. So let's see. A few weeks ago, me and Mary went to Atlanta, which you guys might have seen some on the Facebook community, with our own community Facebook. They go see Fish. That was a fun time. Of course, I had fun. It's a Fish concert. When you start to see a band like that, and you start to see them and listen to them a lot, you obviously become more critical, and then, you know, it's a lot different for someone who doesn't see them as often, because they're going to enjoy it no matter what, because they're put on a great rock and roll show. Usually the structure for Fish is, first set is usually 10, 12, 13 songs, and they're usually, within all those songs, 2 or 3 of them are jammed for like 9, 10 minutes, and they're played well, and a lot of times it's like just really fun songs to get the crowd started, and then the second set has become like their place to really step out and do their improv and go places. This time around Atlanta, they didn't really step out much second set. When there was a couple songs left, I was like, hey Mary, let's head out and get there out there in time and spend some time together, you know, so we left a little bit early. So, you know, it's whatever, it's not a big deal. I had a fun time, and Mary's never seen it, and she had a fun time, and we went tailgating, and we never saw Atlanta, so that was fun. And of course, Charlotte, they blew Charlotte away the next night, which you know, it's just a lesson you learn. People have been saying it for a long time now that you can't miss Fish in Charlotte, but we want to see Atlanta, so it was all good. We went to a couple of record stores, and I will show you the records I got in my next music video. And we went to some really cool restaurants and got some really good food. A place called The Vortex, really good burgers there, really cool place with huge skull entry. Vortex is sweet. It's in this like hipster art district there called Little 5 Points, so that was cool. But anyway, leading into from where I said about the music, the reason why I haven't shown those things I've gotten so far is because I haven't gotten around to them. It's been 2 weeks. You wonder why. This is my next thing, and let me preface this by saying that, like, if you guys aren't on the same, don't have the same beliefs with me here, that's totally cool. I totally respect it, but please, just like, I don't want to get like, I would just, no one's ever done this, but I would just appreciate it if you don't have any sort of like negative comments or comments that sort of question things or get into discussions or arguments. I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking to open up and be myself with you guys, since that's what I like to do the most. But I've been really spending time listening to a lot of sermons. Like, as I wake up in the morning on my way to work for a full hour, nighttime, I'm going through sermon series. I have a few different pastors I'm really getting into from different churches around the country, and I'm listening to their podcasts, I'm discovering them, and it's been really great for me. And that's also been like leading me into, you know, even if sometimes I'm a little bit more into, like, I do longer readings, but even if not, if I still read at least a few chapters each day from my Bible, it's been going well, which is great, because I'm not really that great. I'm not the fastest reader, and it's hard for me to get sort of into it. I'm such an auditory person, and so it's different when I have to read these days. And so I've prayed before to, like, have the Lord give me the ability and give me the, you know, to have those words. My pastor once preached, so I prayed this over me years ago, not years ago, months ago too, half a year ago or so, about having the words sort of come alive, and something to sneeze to. And bounce off the pages, you know, come alive, bounce off the pages, and bring new life into the words and have them speak to me. And you know, I still feel like I'm not able to get that deep. It's, you know, it's an ongoing changing relationship. You know, your relationship with the Lord changes, your heart changes, and you need to go with it. And it's really all just about putting yourself into, it's all about your faith, and so, with faith comes the feeling sometimes that, you're blind, but you're still giving out your hand and holding on to Jesus and just allowing yourself to trust Him and hold on to Him. And, hopefully more and more you do it, the more and more you'll slowly be able to peak, But yeah, it's been really great. It's been speaking to me. I've been listening to a couple different series from 2 different pastors about love and sex and marriage and things like that. And it's been really, really just getting me excited and prepared for, what me and Mary have lying in the future for us and everything like that. Give me a moment, get my thoughts together. So that's been great. One last thing involving that as well. I started tithing for the first time officially. I've given money here and there, but tithing is a very important thing. And I went to a sermon from a different church than I usually have always attended, but I love them. They're called Elevation. They're kind of a mega church in Charlotte here. They've grown faster than any other church in America. And the guy, Pastor Furtick, is an incredible anointed man. And he was speaking about, he just spoke in a way that was very upfront about telling people about what they should be doing, what they need to be doing. And, I know people get, really feel iffy and stuff and don't talk about money as much. And some people, I think, who've grown up in the church as younger, which I haven't really much. Obviously, churches have, of course, in the past, churches have always been, the biggest problem for America. A lot of these churches that do have that issue. And people feel like they're being, taken advantage of when it comes to money. And, old churches and old pastors would be, make people feel like they were horrible, they didn't, and it's just, retarded. But my time has come where I finally realized that I want to get involved with my tithing. And this pastor spoke to me in a way that I just haven't been spoken to, I feel like, by my other pastors. And then it made me think, okay, I'm going to go for it. So this past Friday I started tithing, and I actually tithed to that church that got through to me because they, the Bible also had a line, I can't remember where in the Bible, that sort of gives the idea about, when you're hungry, wherever you get your food, you should always give back to God through that way. So I did it online through Friday. What's really cool is last Friday I have 2 checks each month. So my plan is, since it's supposed to be your 10%, and it's supposed to be the first 10%, but 10%. And so I've been doing 5% for the first check. I'll do 5% to the second check, and I'm going to give them to different churches that I either attend or listen to sermons to or get my food from. I did it this past Friday, and my first 5% out of the 10 for the month. And then I was doing this work this week, and then all of a sudden they added another day to my schedule and gave me 8 hours of overtime. So now instead of making my 10, I'll be going up to my 15. And it was just awesome because, obviously I thought of it and went, wow, cool. I just tithed this on last Friday with a much smaller amount of what I'm supposed to be giving to the Lord, and then all of a sudden I'm blessed with getting 8 hours of overtime, and that's only going to go to my fund to be able to put my money together for my airplane flight so that I can go out and see Mary and go with Mary in Christmas and meet her family and some new members I haven't met, and really get to spend time with them for the holiday, which is another really important aspect of what the Lord's been doing in my life in terms of me and Mary's relationship, and getting our relationship stronger with her family and her parents that we've had some difficulties with. So it all ties in. I'm just getting blessed. So that's great. Also, this week is DNC. So, DNC, the Democratic National Convention, is in Charlotte, and I'm right in the center of it all. Working in the hotel, dead center, where the 2 streets cross that split up the city. So I got some cool people, there's some cool celebrities, some pretty high-profile people staying there. And in general, it's just really been a lot of work. Everyone's moving fast. The last couple of weeks also, especially, it's been sort of getting to me. The last 2 weeks or so, after a couple months of working my job, I started feeling like I had less questions and I was having less, mistakes and stuff. And the last 2 weeks have been pretty rough. And I was having, I feel like every single day I had something that I didn't get completely right and messed up on, and I've had my manager sit down with me before and talk to me about how by this time I should know these certain things, and it got me nervous. And I've never been nervous about a job. I've never had a problem getting used to a job. I do have questions a lot and stuff like that, but I was really upset. So this other day, it sort of all came together and climaxed, and I really, literally, I haven't felt this way. I was ready to weep, you know, and just like break down. And the only could think about when I had this issue I had to handle and had these people trying to help me figure out what I did wrong with this money I had and stuff like that, and I just entered something into a computer system wrong. But it sounds silly, but it was a big thing at the time, and right away I just thought about Mary, and I needed to see her when I wasn't planning on going to that day, and she picked me up, and she just held my hand, and I literally just started crying, and I don't really cry that often. I hardly ever do, so like it was really, you know, it's really been getting to me. But I feel like the Lord is really making that work and play its part because of all the things I've been listening to in the sermons and what, you know, I should expect of what I should be able to be as a husband and what a wife should be for her husband and back and forth. And then I was able to, you know, he uses these moments like that, what happened at work, to be able to really have me come to Mary broken and realize, you know, how amazing she is and how lucky of a person I really truly am, which I'll never be able to express to her. Hopefully one day. Yeah, but getting off topic, and that's the best topic we're talking about, but just I was jumping off topic. So yeah, DNC's been pretty crazy. I was in the streets today. If you see me on my Facebook at all, you'll find something really funny. My church has a series that we have starting in October called GreenGorillaDating.com. So go check out the website, GreenGorillaDating.com. It's going to be a series of sermons coming up in October on dating and Christian life. And so the website has lots of videos that are really funny that people talk about their really bad experience with dates. So it's a really cool website. And so it's based on the idea of how people don't talk about certain issues as we discuss in relationships, and there's always an elephant in the room, and we're just calling it Green Gorilla, which obviously gets people interested, like, what the hell are you wearing? So yeah, I'm sure my 15 minutes are coming up, but I just wanted to express my love and joy to you guys and how much I appreciate what you're watching and that you listen to me, and the people that don't just want to hear music, want to hear what's going on in my life. So I really know who you people are, and I really appreciate that. And I'm very sorry that the last couple of weeks have been so busy that I've been watching all these VC videos going by in my subscriptions and being like, oh, I gotta get to that, I gotta get to that. Just know that you're always in my heart, and I have been feeling the void from not posting. So please, they will be coming though. So one love. Check out GreenGorillaDating.com, and I was on MSNBC jumping all over the place in the background on live TV when Kennedy spoke on Chris Harbaugh with Chris Matthews today. So it was funny. One love, guys.